Jennifer
with the Country Gay Girls. And we're here with the Josh Abbott Band.
Hi!
What up?
Thanks everybody for joining us.
Well, thanks for joining us.
So we wanted to ask you, new projects, new CDs coming out?
Yes.
When? This year?
We've been working on an album for what seems forever now. This is definitely the longest it's ever taken us. Not necessarily like recording days, but the amount of time that we fit those recording days in. We started this project back in probably May. Right? May?
It was May.
May or so, and then we went back in the studio in July, and then we went back in the studio in like October, and then we went back in December. So, you know, it's taken a while, but we're nearly done, and it comes out in April.
April 2012.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the exact date yet, but definitely, hopefully that month.
Is there a title?
Definitely, hopefully.
The working title now is Small Town Family Dream. Something that I like to do is kind of write a bunch of songs I feel like that are cohesive somewhat together, and make a project that's not just a bunch of random songs, and then taking one of those song titles and making it kind of the rhetorical, you know, representation of what the whole album also is. So that's why you saw Scapegoat be the title track on that one, is because a lot of the writing was really dark, and I was going through like a lot of Hate You Breakup, Taylor Swift kind of songs, except like hardcore edgy. And then the next one, I had fallen in love, so it was all like love songs, and it was songs that really reflected like Texas, so that's why She's Like Texas kind of represented that. And then now, most of the album is about kind of this small town idealism of, you know, just being happy, living a very simple life. So it really reflects on like some issues that happen in Texas, such as the drought and the fires, and then there's some stuff on small towns and you know, some love songs. So I thought Small Town Family Dream, which is one of the songs on the album, would be the best representation for it. Yeah.
So, we're obviously huge fans of yours. Also big fans of Pat Green.
Yep.
And you guys just recently recorded a song together that has done incredibly well on the Texas music chart. Tell us a little bit how recording My Texas was with Pat Green.
Well, I'll let these guys kind of talk about the recording part.
Yeah, we want to know.
we didn't get Pat Green in the studio when we were there. So
oh, really?
He was really busy, and it's hard to get people's schedules. Heck, it's hard to get our schedules in the studio. So we went in there and knocked it out in 3 days, got all the recording done, and then while we were gone, Pat went in and did his part. These guys are great.
I know, like, you know, all of us are big Pat fans, of course, you know. But so it's really cool to, you know, be on the same song and either do a fiddle fill and a guitar solo, and, you know, or anything, you know, and then Pat sang right after that. And that's just really cool for us.
So, real quick, have you guys performed that song live with Pat yet?
Yeah. We've done. I did an acoustic tour with Pat this past summer.
Okay.
And so that was cool. But then full band wise, we've played several shows with him, and it's really cool because he'll like just jump up there and he's like. First of all, he's as big as Hurtless is. He's like this really tall, big guy. So he gets up there and he like little brothers us, you know, with the arm around the shoulder, and it's just really cool because, you know, while I might be singing my part, he's over there like, you know, hanging out and ribbing these guys, and it's just such a cool feeling. It's like Pat Green. Yeah. And then we've got we're gonna do 2 weeks of shows with him. A little mini Northeast tour coming up in March where we're going to go up to like Boston, Philly, New York, and a bunch of places up there. So we're hoping that he'll sing every night with us out there too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So for your fans who might live here or anywhere else and want to take a road trip to come see you, what is a can't miss 2012 show?
Ooh.
Good question.
I'll tell you, I'll let all these guys answer what their favorite show is year round.
That's got to be Billy Bob's. I just love playing Billy Bob's. When you know, I grew up in Colorado, actually, so when I moved down there, you know, like everyone was telling me, you know, Billy Bob's kind of the Grand Ole Opry of Texas, and it is, you know, because it's like the really only sit-down show we get to play in, you know, in our industry, really. So I just think it's really cool. It feels like you're the next, you know, a good level of music. So
it's the only show I get nervous at.
Really?
It's the only show I really get nervous at because like last time we played there, Willie Nelson had played there the night before. So I mean,
cool.
so when you step on stage, you know, you're stepping like right after those guys. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I don't know, Billy Bob's for Texas, but I don't know. I kind of enjoy the out-of-state shows lately. Those are kind of like don't miss shows. They're starting to get bigger outside of the state, so
Yeah.
it gets to be a lot more fun. I like Joe's in Chicago and
I like the Longhorn Saloon in Kansas.
yeah.
When I think of like don't miss show, I think of like what is a really cool occasion. Like what is if I told you you got to come to this is going to be a killer show. Billy Bob's is great. It's my favorite place to play, but Larry Joe Taylor Fest is something that
You only see it once a year.
you talk about, because you're basically talking about, okay, if someone could just come see you one time, when should they come? Well, I would say for all these people that live in Colorado, or if you happen to be watching and you're from other states, Larry Joe Taylor Fest, that whole week is awesome. I mean, it's just camping all week long, and there's tons of live music all day long for about 4 or 5 days. And so, I mean, you're going to get to watch everybody that you love in Texas music pretty much.
Yeah.
So I would say that one. It gets pretty wild. It gets pretty crazy. And it's in April, and that's when our new album comes out. So we'll be playing a lot of new tunes, and so I think that would be the one.
And can people learn more at joshabbottband.com?
Maybe.
Welcome back. And for more interviews and reviews, check out countrygaygirls.com. Thanks, you guys.
Oh, thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.